Hello, everyone. Welcome into the Thursday edition of the Greater Houston Area Ranking Scoreboard Show. Today, we're going to go over the schedule for Week 8 for the ranked teams in the Greater Houston area, and we're going to go in depth into tonight's Foster Manvel game. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. On the 6A scoreboard for tonight, we have number 3 Atascocita hosting Humboldt. Number 4, Westfield hosting Aldine Eisenhower. Number 7, Tompkins hosting Morton Ranch. Big game in 19-6A. A win by Tompkins here makes it very likely that they will grab one of the playoff spots. Number 18, Cy-Fair goes to Northbrook. Number 19, Klein Kane hosts Klein Oak. And number 22, Houston Lamar plays Houston Sam Houston, Math Science, and Tech. Then tomorrow, number 1, North Shore hosts Westbrook. Number 5, Shadow Creek goes to Alvin. Number 6, The Woodlands plays College Park. Number 9, Klein Collins plays Klein Forest. Number 10, C.E. King travels to Beaumont to play United. Number 11, Dickinson travels to play Brazos Wood. Number 12, Stratford versus Spring Woods. Number 13, Jersey Village versus Cy Creek. Number 14, Cy Ranch versus Bridgeland. And number 14, Deer Park versus Pasadena Memorial. We have number 16, Summer Creek playing Kingwood. Number 17, New Caney against Grand Oaks. Number 20, Hightower against George Ranch. Number 23, Cinco Ranch against Peyto. Interesting game here for several reasons. First being a win by Cinco Ranch virtually guarantees them a playoff spot. The second being the controversy that's been going on this week at Peyto with the resignation of their head football coach under criminal investigation. Number 24, Clear Springs plays Clear Lake. And number 25, Pearland plays Pearland Dawson. Tomorrow, only one game on the slate. Saturday, only one game on the slate is number 8, Ridgepoint hosts Fort Bend Clements. Number 2, Katy, and number 21, Clear Falls are open. Moving to the 5A scoreboard. Tonight, Nederland travels to number 1, Fort Bend Marshall, and then a huge matchup in 10-5A D1. Number 2, Foster travels to Iowa Colony, play number 3, Manvel. This is a game that I'll be at tonight, along with my son, Anthony. We'll be doing commentary from the game, live tweets, videos. We'll have a photo gallery and a recap of the game tomorrow, along with highlights. And stay tuned, just a moment. We're going to go in depth into this game. Then tomorrow we have number 4, Lake Creek playing Brian Rudder. Number 5, Port Arthur Memorial hosting Goose Creek Memorial. Number 10, Full Shore travels to Magnolia to take on number 6, Magnolia West. Number 12, Dayton plays at number 7, Port Neches Groves. Number 9, Galveston Ball hosts Houston Milby. Number 14, Texas City hosts Fort Bend Willow Ridge. And number 15, Houston Waltrip plays Houston Sterling. So let's talk a little bit about this Foster Manvel game. Huge game tonight. Every team in 10-5A D1 already has at least one district loss. Second district loss makes it unlikely they will win the district title. So huge matchup here tonight. Foster 6-1, 4-1 in district. Manvel 4-2, 3-1 in district. Foster is averaging scoring 38.29 points per game. Manvel is averaging scoring 28.5 points per game. Foster is averaging giving up only 4.71 points per game. That's tied for third best in all of the UIL 11-man football. They trail Galveston Ball, who's only giving up 1.17 points per game. San Benito, who's only giving 3.83 points per game. And they're tied with Mart, who's giving up 4.71 points per game. it's more than the points this Foster defense gives up. The defense triggers the team, triggers the offense. In the game they played earlier at Angleton, they scored points on a pick six and a blocked field goal attempt, and their offensive touchdowns were set up by the defensive play coming of turnovers and giving the offense short fields to work with. So this defense for Foster is their key. The defense needs to play well, needs to control Manvel, needs to create turnovers and create points for them to win in this game tonight in Manvel. And nothing I want to point out. So if you see the best win for Foster is Angleton, and that's Manvel's worst loss, whereas the best win for Manvel is Magnolia West, and that's Foster's worst loss. So if you're looking at common opponents here, there's no straight path to say who has an advantage. These teams are just beating each other up in 10-5 AD1. And right now, there's really no clear team that should emerge, although the winner of this game takes a big step forward. Teams have only played twice previously, and Manvel won both of those meetings, as you can see on the screen. Now let's move on to the Saturday scoreboard for 5A. As number 13, Kingwood Park hosts Baytown Lee. Angleton, Barbers Hill are open this week. On to the 4A scoreboard. All the games are going to be on Friday. Number 1, Belleville travels to Sealy. Number 2, Silsbee hosts Liberty. Number 3, Lumberton travels to Vider. Number 4, Stafford hosts Brazosport. Number 6, El Campo versus Needville. Number 7, Navasota versus Iowa Colony. Number 8, Little Sappers Mauriesville versus Livingston. Number 9, Hampshire Finette versus Hardin Jefferson. Number 10, Royal hosts Wharton. Number 5, Jasper is open. To the 3A scoreboard. Big game in Columbus tomorrow night as number 2, Hitchcock travels to number 1, Columbus. Tune in tomorrow. We're going to go in depth on that game. Number 3, Orangefield travels to Hardin. Number 4, Hallettsville travels to Hempstead. Another big game in 3A Houston area. Number 5, East Chambers travels to number 6, Anahuac. Number 7, Bowling travels to Altair to take on Rice Consolidated. And number 9, Brazos travels to number 8, Tidehaven. Van Vleck is open this week. In the 11-man non-UIL ranks, number 1, St. Thomas travels to number 10, Tomball Concordia Lutheran. Number 2, John Cooper takes on Houston Christian. Number 3, Bel Air Episcopal host Dallas St. Mark's. Number 4, Houston St. John's hosts Spring Legacy. Number 5, Houston Kincaid hosts the Episcopal School of Dallas. Number 6, Fort Bend Christian travels to play Houston Second Baptist. Number 7, the Woodlands Christian hosts Katy St. John the 23rd. Number 9, Lutheran South hosts Beaumont Kelly. And Cypress Christian is open this week. And then on our 6-man Super 6, number 1, Pasadena First Baptist hosts Katy Faith West. Number 3, Baytown Christian hosts Galveston O'Connell. Number 5, Houston Texas Christian travels to Victoria Homeschool. On Saturday, it's another game that I'm going to be at as number 4, Sugarland Logos Prep travels to Houston Emory Wiener. Number 6, Fort Bend Chargers travel to Williamson County Homeschool. And Conroe Covenant is open this week. That's going to do it for our Thursday edition of the Scoreboard. Tune in tomorrow again at 8 a.m. We'll go over today's results, go over the schedule for Friday and Saturday, and go in depth on at least 2, if not more, games that will be on the slate for Friday. So see you tomorrow at 8 a.m.